All right, we're having a good time. Dusty Slay here, another edition of On the Road with Dusty Slay. Recently, I got to go make a 10-day run. I started off in Nashville. I flew to Houston, Texas. And then I went to Wichita, Kansas, and then Hayes, Kansas, and then to Los Angeles. And then I flew up to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and did some shows. And then I flew home. So I flew to Houston. I did a show on Thursday night at the Improv. Great club. Really loved it. And then the next morning, Friday morning, I got up early and did 2 local TV stations. And I think they're fun. I like doing morning TV. I'm still figuring it out a bit because that's not always been something I've done. But I like it. I like the challenge of trying to be funny in the morning. Half the time they don't get my jokes, and half the time they're trying to be funnier than me, which is fine, but it makes it tough. But I had a good time on there, and here we go, back-to-back my 2 morning TV appearances.
Let's welcome someone who has never been here before, but this ain't going to be his first and last time.
That's exactly right.
He's going to be coming back. We're talking about Dusty Slay.
Hello there. Hey, welcome to H-Town. A little crazy morning around here with some busy weather moments.
Oh, yeah, with tornadoes coming in?
Never a dull moment. They decided to welcome you with 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Well, I think the tornado weather's fun. You know, they say if you live in a trailer, they say a tornado's coming. They say either go to your neighbor's house or go outside and lay down in a ditch.
Oh, goodness.
Right?
That's a scary thought, isn't it? Did you ever have to do that growing up?
No.
Good.
We never went to the ditch. We were like, we'll risk it.
I grew up in Tornado Alley, so I lived under mattresses in a hallway, it seemed like.
Oh, yeah.
I lived under mattresses in a hallway.
It's better to risk it than to go out to the ditch and the tornado not come. It's the shame that you have walking back. You know?
Something like that, believe me.
But no, they say, you know, country music's the one genre of music people tell you they don't like, even when you didn't ask. You know, they're like, hey, what kind of music you like? Everything but country, right? And I'm like, ooh, big polka fan, huh? You know what I mean?
I love to two-step and polka, I have to say. Have podcasts helped your career? Because it seems like that's the thing. If you've made it in this day and time, you got a podcast.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It has helped a lot of people, but I like doing it. I don't know how much it's helped me.
And you're going to have to come back.
Yeah, I would love to. You guys are great.
Well, he was recently named one of Variety Magazine's top comics to watch, and he's in town this weekend to brighten up your nights. Please welcome comedian Dusty Slay. Good morning, Dusty.
All right.
Dusty, you grew up poor in Opelika, Alabama, but you say you had the richness of experiences in life.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Somebody else must have wrote that. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that the Girl Scouts are here. I was hoping to get the hook up on some cookies. And,
yeah, those don't come out. Those are what, January, February?
Yeah.
Yeah, January. You're gonna have to wait a little bit on the cookies. But next time we'll keep that in mind. I do have some in the freezer if you want them.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because I think they hold up for a while, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Not in my house.
Yeah,
but,
because you eat them.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So you went to stand up, but then you dropped out of it for a while. Why?
Well, I started doing stand-up, and then I had one good set, and I thought, well, I'm ready for the big time. And then I started bombing a lot, and kind of like it feels like I'm doing on this show.
All right, Dusty Slay is performing at the Houston Improv tonight through Sunday.
And then I went on the radio with my buddy Barry Laminack. I'm going to put that link up above here. It'll pop up there. If you want to go listen, you can click up above. It'll be there. Then here's my shows in Houston.
There we go. You guys ready for your headliner? Let's go ahead and start clapping for Mr. Dusty Slay.
Just saying, it's a tight joke, and we're having a good time. I quit that job, put in a 2-week notice, not because I'm a good employee, but because that's my favorite 2 weeks of any job I've ever had. Right? Like, it's worth it to get the job just to put the 2-week notice in. That's where you start taking the power back. That's where I get to say my favorite phrase at work, which is, I don't care, I'm about to quit. A lot of power in those words. I love it. Your boss is like, hey, you were late today. I'm like, hey, you know I'm about to quit, right? Yeah, I'll be a little late. I'll probably be late tomorrow. I just want to let you know. I'll go ahead and get ahead of that. I'll pick you up a coffee because I'll be getting myself one. You ready? Boom. NASCAR t-shirt.
And keep it going for Dusty Slay, everyone! Awesome.
BBQWichita.net. We're here live. Young Dusty definitely has a story. What's your story for those that might not know? Who are you?
I just got mixed. You see that sign right there? That sign says, please admire, but do not touch. It's like, take it easy, guys. It's just a car, right? I get it. It's a Lamborghini. We're all impressed. I'm not admiring it. I did take a picture. There's also like 10 of them out here. How impressive is it really if there's 10 of them, right? There's just one. I mean, I'm more impressed by this Chevy that's pulling up right now because there's only one of them out here. Improv. And next, I journey out to Wichita, Kansas, to a club I haven't been to in 2 years, the Loony Bin in Wichita. This is the Wichita Loony Bin. And then you just let it out while you're going down the road. What do you think that's like for that fly? That'd be like walking into a grocery store and coming out in Arkansas. Okay, I'm about to go to a place called Pig In, Pig Out BBQ. I went out and I hung out with the crew, all the people, Biggs and Chris and Dan, all from the Loony Bin, came to eat with me in the morning at Pig In, Pig Out BBQ. We had a great time. And then I got in the car and I'm headed out to Hays, Kansas to perform at Fort Hays State University. All right, so I'm out here in Kansas. It's very windy. I've stopped at this rest area. I got these nice trees here, nice field. Feels very Kansas-y out here. This guy, these trees, look at these trees. This guy kept following me out here. I thought he was coming to hang out with me. I was like, oh, what's going on here, buddy? But I'm just driving out in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, and I love it. It's very windy. There's a little bridge right here. I'm about to cross this bridge. I'm just taking it in. It's a nice day. Yeah, it's nice out here. Very windy, though. I'm on my way to Fort Hays, Kansas, where I'm going to do comedy for college. So I hope they're ready to get educated. because I'm about to bring the knowledge. It got real windy back there. It's not as bad out here, but dang, it got windy out there. It's a tiny rest area. Look at this thing. That's the whole thing. Those 3 little toilets in there. Some guy was out here in the front really stretching out. And then I started walking back towards the woods, try to get away from people to do this video, and then he keeps following me back there. What's this guy up to? A lot of them people in tie-dyed shirts today. I don't know what that's all about, but... Kansas at the college, and I'm here in like a beanbag chair. I'm in the office. Yeah, I'm just waiting to do my show. It's gonna be fun. Look at all these refrigerators they have in here. 1, 2, 3. It's like, maybe just get a big refrigerator. You know what I mean?
This is the end of a joke. Just to let you know that joke's over. That's the reason why the cookies look like hands. Because I wave a lot. So you can thank me for those cookies. And whoever made them. You know what I mean? Alright. Still working back there. Alright, that's cool. That's great. Sometimes you go to a college late at night, nobody's working. I like that. You got a little real work ethic around here. Appreciate that. My hotel right now, the alarm clock has plugs on it and USB ports. It's like the alarm clock is trying to make a comeback. Right? Because we phased them out with the cell phones. They're like, no, you need me.
I had a great time at Fort Hays. Wow, what a fun show. I had heard for so long how bad colleges were. Like, everybody's like, you don't want to do colleges. But I've had a great time. I mean, I'm sure I'll get a bad college sooner or later, but so far I've had a great time. These young people come out and they see my what I like to do is I like to go out and I like to tell them, I say, hey, I do comedy for a lot of old people, right? So they like these jokes. So then when they don't laugh at a joke, I tell them, I say, hey, if your parents were here, they'd love that joke. And so I say, just picture your dad right now laughing at that 5 o'clock somewhere joke, because he'd love that. You know, your dad likes to drink. I like to tell them that all adults are alcoholics, because I think that we are, right? We all are alcoholics. But nothing makes me feel old like going to a college. I don't feel old at all until I walk into a college and I'm like, dang, these kids are young. But we have a great time. We hang, we party, and it's a good time. Then I got on an airplane, and I flew out to Los Angeles because I am going to get to meet David Spade, and I'm going to be on Lights Out with David Spade. Very exciting. Here's that. I'm in LA, about to do the Lights Out show. I'm here in some kind of parking lot out in Sunset Los Palmas Studios. There, is that how you say that? Los Palmas.
Just here to try to get in Joe Dirt 3. That's
all right. We've got some ideas cooking. Might go to the moon. Dusty, a little birdie told me you own a fart gallery. Is that true?
Well, yeah, thanks for the ad. It's a nice gallery. It smells terrible. Yeah, the wedding seems nice. My sister Jennifer got married, and it was a lot like this. I mean, fancy food. They had, 5-week-old beef? That's the only beef we ever ate. This wedding, the only food we had was rice. We threw it at him, and then we picked it up and ate it.
Wow, David Spade was a nice guy. And after doing that show, I went back to my hotel, slept, got on a plane the next morning, and flew to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where they love hockey. I love this city. I had such a good time here. I've been to Canada quite a bit, but never the west side of Canada. I liked it. I was really impressed with all the Canadian comics that I worked with. It was a great festival, the Edmonton Comedy Festival. I enjoyed the venues. I hung out with my buddy DJ Demers, and we got to stroll around the city a little bit, and I had a great time doing shows, and check it out here. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I am back on meat. Back on meat. What an incredible place. I just ate at a place called Meat, and gosh, that was good. Best beef biscuit I've ever had, I think. I mean, don't tell people in the South that I said that, but gosh, that was good. I'm loving Edmonton, Alberta. What a great place. I walked around the city today. I went to a place called Meat. I ate there. Delicious. I loved it. I don't even have jokes about it. It was good. I quit eating meat for about 3 months because I was trying to feel better, and it didn't work. And so now I eat meat, and I put a hashtag back on meat. Say I'm back on meat. So if you're out eating meat, hashtag it back on meat, and we'll wave at each other. Having a good time. Sorry about this shirt. I washed it the other day, and that dryer was hot. And I bought the jeans like this, but the shirt's rank in the dryer. Can't blame the dryer on these jeans, though. You know what I mean? I love it. And we're having a good time. And that's it. I appreciate you tuning into this. And if you watch this and you like this, I got a lot of videos like this out here on YouTube. So Be sure to scroll around, check out some of the others. Check out DustySlay.com. That's where my calendar is, so come see me do some stand-up comedy, because that's really what I do. I'm not a filmmaker, but I like doing this. I think this is fun, and I like to showcase the cities that I went to. Just want to, shout out. Thanks to the Houston Improv. Thanks to the Loony Bin in Wichita. Thanks to Fort Hays State University. Thank you, David Spade and Lights Out, Comedy Central. And thank you, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and the Edmonton Comedy Festival for treating me so well. And thank you for Pig In and Pig Out, and thank you for meat. And I also went to a place in Houston and had some brisket. I had several brisket places because I'm back on meat. All the comics that I worked with were great. I appreciate you guys. We're having a good time.